still air. In the quiet left behind when the storm has gone, I can feel your presence though the flame is drawn. Every scar still whispers what it used to be, but it no longer hurts to let the silence breathe. If I stand inside the aftermath, will your shadow fade or stay? In the stillness after everything, I remain. After the light we learn to breathe. Not everything was meant to leave. Even if the fire no longer burns, I will keep the warmth in ways unearned. After the light we learn to breathe, to hold the loss without the grief. This quiet is not emptiness, it's peace. Silver dust is settling where the echoes were. Nothing calls and nothing hurts. If tomorrow comes without your name, I will walk, not ashamed. After the light, I am still here, hear the silence underneath the stars were fallen angels weep. I can feel the shadows stirring from their sleep. Every whispered memory drifting through the air burns into the ashes of a long forgotten prayer. If the night reveals the truth, will it bring me back to you? Through the broken halls of longing, I still walk alone. Ashes of the forgotten prayer, scattered in the midnight air. I can feel the remnants slipping far away. Every grain of memory falling through my hand sings a quiet chant I barely understand. If the winds could turn the ages, would they bring me back to you through the maze of broken moments I pursue? Chant of the shattered hourglass, calling from the silent past. Even if the truth dissolves in sand, I will follow through the storms we couldn't stand. Of the shattered hourglass, echoing the love that couldn't last. Hold the dreams we lost along the through the swirling veil of time, I hear your tone, soft as wings of starlight brushing polished stone. If tomorrow brings the world without your grace, I will guard your name in this place. Time is breaking, yet still I sing for you. Softly, the May meadows. In the moonlit garden where the memories sleep, I can hear your footsteps drifting through the leaves. Every fading shadow calls your name again, carried by the wind like an old forgotten hymn. If I follow every echo, will it lead me back to you? Through the silence of the seasons, I still chant listening for you again. Feathers fall, except one. On the river where the quiet shadows glide, I can feel your heartbeat drifting at my side. Every soft remembrance trembling through the wind sings the hymn of moments we could not rescind. If I follow every whisper, will your wings return to mine? Through the dusk of broken daylight, give a sign. Hymn of the last unbroken feather, carry through the changing weather. Even if the storm divides our flame, I will hold the vow we never dared to claim. Hymn of the last unbroken feather, binding hearts that drift together. Keep the truth, no darkness dares to sever. Silver ripples forming where your footsteps fade, painting every trace of all the past we made. If tomorrow dawns without your sacred light, I will keep your wing through the night. Feathers fall, but this one stays. I didn't ask the day to mean anything, didn't wait for a sign to appear. The hours came already complete without asking me why I was here. I used to look for something hidden, a reason buried underneath, but today arrived without intention and I let it be. If nothing points to something else, that doesn't make it small. Some moments are enough by standing still at all. I didn't ask the day to mean anything, didn't ask it to explain. Even when it offered nothing back, I remained. I didn't ask the day to mean anything, no answer, no reply. I lived it like something friendly, not a fight. I don't need the moment to reflect me. I don't need a frame. Some truth exists without being named the same. I didn't ask the day to mean anything, and nothing felt undone, even when the hours left no mark they had come. I didn't ask the day to mean anything, and that felt quietly free. I was present without acquiring proof to be. If tomorrow offers just the same, I won't complain. Some lives are lived most honestly unexplained. I didn't ask, and it stayed. And it stayed. I thought I was walking away from something once, like turning my back meant I was done. Every step felt like a quiet apology for what I couldn't become. I mistook the stillness for retreat, mistook calm for giving in. But every road I stopped running from began where I was standing. I didn't cross a distant line, I didn't change the past. I simply stopped asking myself why I couldn't go back. I didn't leave, I just arrived at a place that didn't need disguise. Even without a clear direction, I was standing on my life. I didn't leave, I just arrived where nothing asked me to decide. I wasn't lost inside the calm. I The air feels different when you stop explaining, when you let the moment stay. No beginning written in the sky, no reason to delay. I don't need to call this moment growth, I don't need to name the change. It's enough to know I'm here now, and that remains. I didn't leave, I just arrived at a truth that I didn't shout. Even when nothing welcomed me, I didn't turn around. I didn't leave, I just arrived at a quieter kind of life. I wasn't fading into calm. I arrived. just stopped running from the present and stayed. I arrived, and that was enough. didn't stay long enough to be noticed. I didn't live long enough to be gone. The space remained exactly the same. Nothing followed me. Nothing moved. If I was here, it didn't need proof. If I wasn't, it didn't change. I didn't stay, and nothing left, no trace undone. The moment closed the way it began. Complete. Time folded gently without my name. The silence kept going all the same. I didn't stay. I didn't stay. And nothing I didn't stay. And nothing I didn't try to shape the hours today. Didn't ask them where to go. I let the morning pass me by at its own slow tempo. I used to hold the day too tightly, like it owed me something more. But now I let it come and leave without keeping score. If nothing shines and nothing falls, that doesn't mean it failed. Some days are only meant to be inhaled. I let the day be what it was, not more, not less, not because even when it left no mark, it still passed through my heart. I let the day be what it was, no memory I had to trust. I lived it quietly, and that was just Some thoughts came and went unnoticed, like clouds without a name. They didn't need my attention to change. I don't need to hold the moment still. I don't need to make it last. The meaning was already there as it passed. Not every breath needs cause, even without a story to tell. I was well. I let the day be what it was, and when that evening came, I didn't feel behind. I felt the same. If tomorrow asks nothing from me, I'll answer all the same. I'll show up quietly and stay. Be what it was. I didn't guide the night to its end, didn't tell it when to fall. I watched the shadows take their time along the wall. I used to measure darkness carefully, like it needed my control. But now I trust the quiet hours to know if something fades without resistance, it doesn't feel like loss. It feels like letting a story rest across. I let the night finish on its own, didn't follow, didn't lead. Even when the light was fully gone, I stayed. I let the night finish on its own, and nothing felt delayed. I trusted the dark to settle gently that way. Some thoughts softened as the hours passed, then rested when they were through. They didn't need my attention to move. I don't need to keep the night awake. I don't need to stay alert. The ending knows exactly how to happen first. I let the night finish on its own, and nothing slipped away. Even when the world grew still around me, I was okay. I let the night finish on its own, outside the moment, not before it, not after, not after. To chase the loudest dancer in the room, afraid that quiet meant I failed. Every silence felt like something I should fix. Every pause another trail. But the noise began to fall away one by one, like leaves with nowhere left to go. And in the space where nothing asked for me, I finally stood still and slow. I thought I would disappear if I stopped reaching out, but something steadier took shape when the world went quiet down. I stayed when the noise fell away, when nothing begged me to explain, even without a reason to remain. I stayed when the noise fell away, when the echo had nothing to say. I didn't vanish in the calm. I stayed. Morning came without applause or proof, no signal telling me I won, but the air felt lighter in my chest somehow, like breathing wasn't something earned. I don't need the world to notice me, I don't need the past to agree. I am here because I chose to be quietly. I stayed when the was enough. Afraid of falling out of place. Every second felt like something I might lose if I slowed my pace. But time never asked me to follow it, never turned to see my face. It kept moving with or without me at the same steady rate. So I stopped trying to catch the moment, stopped asking where it went. I placed my steps beside the passing hours and bent. I walked at the same speed as time, didn't run and didn't hide. Even when the road stayed undefined, I arrived. I walked at the same speed as time and nothing slipped away. I didn't chase another second, I stayed. Some thoughts slowed down enough to settle, then moved on when they were done. They didn't ask me to decide their meaning, they just came and gone. I don't need to watch the clock anymore, I don't need to stay ahead. What matters moves at its own pace instead. I walked at the same speed as time and nothing was left behind. Even when the future stayed unclear, I was fine. I walked at the same speed as time, and for the first time I knew I wasn't late, I wasn't early, I was true. didn't try to stand apart. I moved through hours quietly with an unannounced heart. No one turned to watch me pass. No moment called my name, but the air still felt familiar and the ground the same. I used to think being here meant showing proof, like silence couldn't count. But now I know existing softly is enough. I was here without needing to be seen, without a trace in between, even when nothing pointed back at me. I had been. I was here without needing to be seen. No witness, no guarantee. I lived the day without announcing it quietly. I noticed how my thoughts stayed light, no reason pulling them down. The hours didn't ask me to explain why I was around. I don't need a moment to remember me. I don't need a sign. Being present doesn't fade with time. I was here without needing to be seen, and I didn't feel erased even when nothing marked my place. I felt placed. I was here without needing to be seen, and that felt quietly kind. I didn't vanish into the calm. I aligned. If tomorrow looks exactly the same, I won't ask it why. Some lives are lived most fully passing by. I was here, and that was I woke up before the light today. No reason, no sound, no sign. For a moment I waited for the way to come, but the room was kind. No urgency pulling at my chest, no name calling from the past, just the quiet shape of a morning that didn't ask me to move fast. I used to brace for something breaking, even when nothing had begun. But today my heart stayed open and nothing came undone. I woke up and nothing was wrong. No shadow chasing me along. Even without a reason to feel strong, I felt okay. I woke up and nothing was small thing felt strangely enough exactly good. I don't need to call this happiness, I don't need to name the calm. It's enough to say I'm here right now, and I'm not gone. I woke up and nothing was wrong. No silence felt like it belonged to loss. Even when the world didn't sing along, I felt okay. I woke up and nothing was wrong, and that was more than I had thought. Nothing happened, and that was enough. If tomorrow feels the very same, I won't ask it to change. Ordinary days don't need permission to stay. I woke up and nothing was don't remember, though we fade. In the silent hours, sunlight fears to rise. I can hear your whisper drifting through the skies. Every trembling memory born of yesterday glistens like a promise time has thrown away. If I walk toward the morning, will your shadow follow me through the glow of broken daylight? Set me free. Litany of the forgotten dawn, echoing though we are gone. Even if the sun denies our name, I will follow every glittering flame. Litany of the forgotten dawn, sung for what we gaze upon. Hold the vow that never could live on, but golden rays are trembling where the shadows part, carving gentle lines across my fragile heart. If tomorrow rises without your gentle tone, I will keep your soul my own. Don't remembers, even if the words let's go. proof that I existed at all. Every step felt like a question mark, every silence like a wall. I measured worth in borrowed light, in being seen, in being known. But the quiet nights kept teaching me I was standing on my own. I don't need the world to agree, I don't need to win or lose. I just need to wait tomorrow with the courage to choose. Nothing left to prove, only to live, only the days I'm willing to give. Even if no one's watching me, my life still matters to me. Nothing left to prove, only to live, no grand answers left to give. I breathe, and that is Some names still rest inside my chest, not painful, just present. They don't pull me back or hold me down, they're part of the sentence. I don't owe the past an apology, I don't owe the future fear. I stand exactly where I am, and I am here. Nothing left to prove, only to live, only the life I choose to give. Even if the road stays undefined, this step is mine. Nothing left to prove, only to live, no final verdict to forgive. I stay and I move on. If the music fades completely someday, I won't ask it back again. I'll hum it quietly under my breath, like a friend. Nothing left to prove, only to live, only to live, only to Nothing required my presence. The room continued, the air moved. I didn't enter the moment, I didn't avoid it, it existed on its own. If I was aware, it made no difference. If I wasn't, nothing changed. Nothing required my presence, nothing leaned toward me. The moment stayed complete without reference. Time Every hope stayed in my hand, but when I counted what remained, there was no space left for pain. I thought something should have been more, louder, brighter, worth the war, but standing here I understand. Nothing was missing, even when I thought it was. Nothing was missing, even in the dust. What I lived, what I lost, what I became across it all. Nothing was missing. I didn't win. I didn't lose. I lived. Where ancient shadows keep their pace, I can hear the clock unwind through empty space. Every fragile second breaking at my feet sings a song of everything we couldn't keep. If tomorrow bends the hours, will it bring you close again? In the hush between the heartbeats, say my name. Song of the unwound clock, turning where the moments lock. Even if the days dissolve in rain, I will follow echoes of our fleeting pain. Song of the unwound clock, guide me through the endless shock. Hold the time we lost behind the dawn and on. Silver gears are trembling in the silent dark, echoes drawn in circles where we left our mark. If the world forgets the place where we began, I will keep the hours in my hands. a quiet truth we never learned to phrase. If I speak into the sunrise, will your name return to me? Through the glow of fragile morning, set it free. The dawn that carried our silent names, woven through the golden flames. Even if the day forgets our sound, I will hold the vow we placed upon the ground. The dawn that carried our silent names, guiding where the light reclaims. Keep the hope that fragile fate disclaims. If remains. Silver rays are trembling where the night withdrew, painting gentle lines across my thoughts of you. If tomorrow wakes without your whispered grace, I will speak your name in this place. Dawn is waking, and your name shines on. The day passed without asking anything of me. No test, no sign, no plea. I waited for reason to appear, but the hours move quietly. No moment reached out for explanation. No silence felt like doubt. Just time unfolding in its own direction. In and out. without asking anything. No weight I had to carry through. Even when it left no trace at all, it still moved me to the day passed without asking anything. And somehow that felt kind. I lived it fully by not asking why, and left it behind. If tomorrow comes exactly the same, I won't feel delayed. Some days are meant to arrive and leave unchanged. The day passed, and so did The night is falling, but I run. Through the dying dusk where shadows stretch and fade, I can hear your heartbeat echo like a blade. Every fleeting moment trembling in the air burns a trace of something only we could bear. If I cross the line of darkness, will your spirit run with mine? Through the veil of fractured twilight, give a sign. The heart that altered the falling night, reaching for your fading light. Even if the world collapses slow, I will chase the pulse that only we could know. The heart that in the falling night, burning though we lost the fight. Hold the vow that time refused to write. Still silver dust is rising where our dreams were torn, carrying the truth of nights we never mourned. If tomorrow wakes without your guiding flame, I will keep your rhythm in my The night is falling, but my heart runs on. state where worlds begin to fade. I can hear your gentle voice within the shade. Every trembling echo rings across the void, calling all the dreams we promised to avoid. If I step beyond the starlight, will I find the truth we lost? Through the drift of ancient sorrows I am crossed. The last lullaby of the astral gate, sung for hearts that came too late. Even if the galaxies divide, I will follow where your quiet hopes collide. The last lullaby of the astral gate, echoing through time and fate. Hold the song that destiny couldn't translate. We wait. Silver constellations trembling on your skin, tracing all the lines of where we could have been. If the dawn returns without your guiding flame, I will whisper still your name. Stars awaken, but we remain in dreams. Look within the fading light, oh, the mirror where forgotten shadows lie. I can see the remnants of our last goodbye. Every trembling fragment clinging to the glass holds a trace of moments time refused to pass. If I reach beyond reflection, will I find the truth I seek? In the silence of the ages, I grow weak. The mirror of a fading soul shows the parts I can't control. Even if the world denies our name, I will gather every spark of who we became. The mirror of a fading soul, where the secrets take their toll. Hold a memory I can't console. My silver lines are cracking through the fragile pain, like the echoes of a dream returning once again. If tomorrow brings a world without your grace, I will keep your image in this place. Look within and find me there. Somewhere was a time I called you into every night, like your voice would answer if I said it right. Every broken prayer carried what I feared, that letting go would mean you disappeared. But the silence never took you, it only taught my heart to rest. Some names are not forgotten, they're released. The name I no longer have to call still lives inside me after all. Even if I never speak it again, it shapes the way I love, the way I stand. The name I no longer have to call did not vanish with the fall. It became the ground beneath my soul. Silver light is resting on the days ahead. No more running, no more dread. If tomorrow asks me who I was, I will answer enough. Once I spoke your name, now I live it. In the quiet dusk where galaxies unwind, I can feel your heartbeat echo through my mind. Every fallen star that drifts across the night carries all the questions hidden from the light. If I walk along the star lanes, will I find the path to you? In the hush of ancient heavens, I see truth. The prayer that outlive the stars, burning in these trembling scars. Even if the universe forgets our name, I will whisper every vow we me inside. No echo asking who I was. Light rested gently on the floor like it trusted us. I didn't fill the space with movement, didn't reach for sound or proof. The silence didn't feel unfinished, it felt true. I used to think the quiet needed something like a voice to make it whole, but standing here I understood it already knew. The room stayed quiet with me inside, and nothing felt undone, even without a reason to arrive. I had come. The room stayed quiet with me inside, didn't shift, didn't dance. I didn't disappear into the calm. I stayed at I noticed how my breathing slowed without a conscious start. The stillness didn't close around me, it opened like a heart. I don't need to shape the moment now, I don't need to intervene. Some spaces meet you halfway when you lean. The room stayed quiet with me inside. I didn't feel erased, even when nothing marked the time. I felt place. The room stayed quiet with me inside, and that felt quietly kind. I belong without explaining it. If tomorrow finds me just the same, I won't feel confined. Some places let you rest inside them by design. The room stayed quiet, and so did I. Light is fading, but something stays. In the quiet where the dying sunlight folds, I can feel your memory warming through the cold. Every trembling whisper rising from the night carries all the echoes buried in the light. If I reach across the darkness, will your heartbeat answer mine through the fall of broken starlights? Give a sign. The shadow that outlived the light, standing where we lost the fight. Even if the sky forgets your flame, I will carve your truth into the world again. The shadow that outlived the light. didn't echo back my name, but somehow it remembered me all the same. I thought my voice had faded into nothing, lost inside the calm, but it was only resting quietly, still warm. Not every word needs to be spoken to remain. Some are carried in the quiet, just the same. The silence still held my voice, even when I didn't speak. Even when my thoughts grew distant, it remembered me. The silence still held my voice, didn't let it disappear. I didn't have to raise it loudly to be Some feeling returned without warning. Not sharp, not clear, not strong. They came like something familiar after long. I don't need to force the sound anymore. I don't need to try. What belongs to me will surface in time. The silence still held my voice, and I felt it resonate. Even when the world stayed perfectly still, I could wait. The silence still held my voice, and slowly I could see I wasn't muted by the quiet. It was carrying me. If tomorrow brings another quiet day, I won't feel small. Some strength is found in knowing your voice was there all along. The silence still held my in that eastern stardust in the space between the worlds we couldn't meet. I can hear the echoes falling at my feet. Every silver memory drifting through the dark shines a little brighter where you left your mark. If I cross the silent heavens, will your shadow follow mine through the drift of every fading motion drifting through the air writes the story of a truth we couldn't share. If I chase the fading starlight, will it lead me back to you through the dusk of old remembrance shining through the twilight, wrapped around of forgotten wings, carried where the night bird sings. Even if the sky obscures our flight, I will follow every trace of fading light, the twilight record of forgotten wings, bound to wide range of forgotten wings. Silver feathers swirling in the dying day, marking all the dreams that slowly slipped away. If tomorrow breaks without your guiding flame, I will light your sky in your name. Twilight whisper and your a star is crying far in the ruined sky where silent heavens weep, I can feel your longing stirring from its sleep. Every fading shimmer tracing through the cold carries all the stories we were never told. If I reach beyond the twilight, will your voice return to me through the tears of burning starlines? Let me see the weeping star above the ruined sky, calling where our shadows lie. Even if the world forgets our pain, I will chase your light until the night remains. The weeping star above the ruined sky, falling though it dares to shine. Hold the dream we couldn't redefine, still mine. Silver embers drifting in the cosmic haze, marking